Hey, welcome back to Miners 4x4 things and stuff, Garage and Adventure. We're in the snow.
We got a lot of snow.
We're gonna go play in the snow. So yeah, I don't know. There's some people that may or may not like these kind of videos. Just driving along, doing whatever. But
we're gonna have some fun.
I don't care. We're gonna go play. So we're gonna flip the camera around, let you look out the windshield, and we're gonna go play around in it for a little bit. So. I don't know how good that video quality is gonna be.
Yeah, we'll see.
It's bumpity dumpity out here.
A little bit slick too.
Yeah. We didn't get on film trying to die back there.
Yeah.
It was only a little bit. We only would have died some.
I think only 50% of us would have died.
Yes. Yes. Half of both of us.
That's better than just one of us.
That's true. Then maybe they could I don't even want to think about that. Never
Nope.
mind.
We're gonna stop that thought right there. As long as you don't slide off the road there on the bridge, we're okay.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
It's just a little bit of a drop.
Yeah. Not the fall so much that's the bad part. It's the sudden stop at the bottom.
Yeah. Landing can be painful.
Yeah. Oh boy. Woo!
Kind of slippery there.
Yeah, what are we doing here? Ah! Oh boy. We're pointed that way now.
Not much snow on this road. We should
Yeah,
have better traction.
A little bit. I've been hearing that the quality of snow up here is degraded quickly
Oh.
from the flurries we got to just crap.
It's been pretty warm all day. It's been melting pretty fast.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, and unfortunately, trying to take the Subaru out here when it's at its peak is.
we just don't have the ground clearance.
I'm just in people's way.
Yeah.
When we get the Jeep up and kicking, and it's not going to be some monster snow wheeling machine, but
It'll do a little better.
it'll do a little better than the Subi. Four-wheel drive, the winch.
The Subaru's kind of the dwarf of the pack, kind of hard keeping up, but always stays with you.
Yeah,
Just doesn't move as fast.
it definitely performs. It doesn't accelerate. It doesn't go fast.
But given enough time, and it'll get to the top.
It's not quiet. Stinks.
So it's a dwarf.
But she'll get you there every time.
Would the Jeep be the Elf, or would that be the 4x4 truck?
I don't know. I think the Jeep would be the retarded uncle. Hop in! This is like the physically deformed stepsister. all the parts on it from different cars to make it better.
Not very flattering for my little car, thank you. There's a car up there.
See that?
Doesn't look like it's moved in a while.
Well, that might just be one of them hardcore fishermen.
Yeah. A lot of people come out here to fish. Well, doesn't look stuck, so.
Yeah, doesn't look stuck.
There was a fishing pole in the back. Boy, I can't imagine going out and standing, not only in the freezing cold, but in the freezing cold, standing in the middle of a freezing cold river.
Well, you've got
To fish.
you've got thermals and
Still sounds cold.
waders, and his legs are nice and toasty.
Alright. I think if I was even going to try it, I'd want heated socks, but then the idea of heated socks standing in water, the electricity in the water, I'd be afraid of springing a leak and electrocuting myself.
Right? Died fishing.
What a way to go.
What a way to go. He went out with his boots on.
His rubber boots.
His rubber boots.
Oh, we got a hawk up there in the...
Oh, nice. You got some?
That,
Yeah, I think it's a hawk.
Either that or it's a young eagle.
It was right there. It looked too big to be a hawk, too little to be an eagle.
Which makes me think it's a young eagle because they're
Yeah.
smaller and all brown.
Well, I see some trailers.
Mm-hmm.
Not near as many as the other day when we were up here.
No, there was probably 30 people,
Yeah,
30
there was
vehicles.
20, 30 trucks parked down here. And this is all enclosed. This is all side by side.
Oh, yeah.
These are all golf carts. As we're heading out in Subaru.
Yeah, we're not much better than a golf cart. Still can't get over how different this looks.
Oh, I
They
know
just
it.
logged all this stuff on our right. Feels way different than what it used to.
Right. It's like when we were out here with Maddie the other day. Like I pulled in there so we could let the dog pee, and it's like I didn't even know where I was.
Yeah.
I don't know how far we're going to be able to get up,
Meh, it's just a little jaunt today.
because this is going to be even more than when we came up with Maddie.
Mm-hmm.
Still feels pretty sticky at this point.
I always like this part. It's like you're going through a tunnel.
Right.
see if our snowman's still there.
Yeah, I'm sure it's probably been Toyota-fied.
Well, I mean, I get it. There are those that build the sandcastle, and there are those that destroy it.
Yes.
And it works the same with snowmen.
There are people that build things, and then there are Toyotas.
Hey.
Love you, Tyler.
You know, technically, I owned a Toyota.
Yes, you did, and I bought it.
Yeah, so.
And it was a piece of shit.
Hey, I loved that.
Honestly, the engine was the gripe. I didn't know better when I bought it, and apparently I bought one of the worst engines that Toyota ever made. Never again.
Well, that and you didn't fit in it.
I didn't fit in it, but, you know, I mean, stuff like that can be overcome. The seat can be moved back a little bit.
Yeah. No, I loved that little runner.
You know, whatever. It's like, fundamentally, I didn't have a problem with the thing. It was just that engine that never ran right, and there was no way to get to anything
Yeah.
in that engine bay.
Remember having to change the spark plugs on that?
Uh-huh.
Oh, gosh.
We ripped that cluster of vacuum tubes off and
Just-
spent an hour trying to figure out how to reconnect them.
Yeah.
And then it turned out that wasn't even the problem. I hooked the firing order back up wrong, so the spark plugs weren't connected in the right order.
I had forgotten about that part. I was thinking that you needed to put the short extension on and back it off, and then you had to put the other extension on.
Well, that was the Subaru.
Was it?
Yeah,
I thought it was the 4Runner as well.
It might have been, but the Subaru is by far worse than the 4Runner because it's got that boxer engine. So the valve covers are way out on the side, so you've got to get in like between the inner fender and the valve cover. So you've got to like put your socket in the hole, and then you got to put your little extension in the hole, and then you got to put your next extension in the hole, and then put the ratchet on it. And as you work it out, slowly take your
Extensions off,
your
yeah.
extensions off.
I just remember the 4Runner, that passenger side back
Yeah.
spark plug. Like, I had
It
to
was a
practically.
bear.
You couldn't even get your arm in there.
No.
I had to do it, and I could barely do it.
Yeah, I mean, I could have if if there was no other option. Like, I would have
I don't
figured
know
out.
how.
I would have made something work, but pain, lots of pain.
Yeah.
That's the sucky thing, is when you're working on cars, you get into a position where you've got to shove your arm so far down in something that every time you move your fingers, your arm flexes, but it's jammed in there so tight it can't.
Yep.
So it just, I mean, every time you move, whatever you're jammed into is just digging into your arm.
Mm-hmm.
But when the alternative is don't fix it,
You do what you got to do.
you do what you gotta do. And I am fortunate enough to have a small pair of hands that is willing to help.
We're a team.
Yes. And it happens to be connected to a smoking hot wife.
Thanks for that.
You're welcome, dear. She's embarrassed. It's Valentine's Day. I can say she's a smoking hot wife.
Oh, okay. What's your excuse the rest of the time?
Being a hopeless romantic.
Oh, there you go. Okay, I'll take it.
Hopeless, not homo.
I always thought you meant helpless.
Helpless romantic. I'm a helpless homo.
Jeremy.
Why? I clicked the little button, no, this is not made for kids. I am in accordance with the law.
Okay.
Maybe a little questionable on the moral side of things, but I am in accordance with the law. Do you have any water or anything?
Yeah.
and grab Dr. Pepper, but I probably ought to drink. Oh man, you weren't kidding. That's full.
Yeah.
Probably sounded horrible on camera. Or in audio or whatever. Maybe we're going slow enough that this video will be better.
Maybe. We'll see.
I really didn't plan on filming, or we'd have brought the tripod, or maybe get some out the window shots, or
It was a spontaneous adventure,
yeah,
as most of our adventures are.
pretty much. So basically, have all the camera equipment in the car. So I think no, that's not where we stopped with Lily.
No. You mean Maddie?
No, with Lily. But I remembered we got up the other side of Five Corners with Lily
Oh, yeah.
when the snow was just absolute trash.
Right. And we slid down the hill
And
backwards.
we slid backwards down the hill.
Yeah.
Didn't get that one on camera.
No. Probably better.
Yeah. Yeah, that was I think I can. Oh, crap.
Nope, we cannot.
Yeah, right. One finds out just how tight they can clench their butthole when you're sliding backwards into oblivion.
Well, and it was dark, and there was a cliff on one side, or both. And,
Right?
You know, our oldest niece in the back, not
Yeah.
having a clue that
Not
we're
having a clue that we're careening backwards. I'm just like,
Yeah, pro tip, if ever you're in a situation with small children and it's not going the way that you need it to, just be calm. They don't know, they don't freak out.
right?
And then afterwards, you can inform them. So this
Yeah.
is what happened. That way you're not lying to them. You're just not informing them in the right time.
Well, I feel like my nieces and nephews know me well enough that when I have two hands on the steering wheel, they just know to shut up.
They have noticed
Because I have naughty habits. I don't drive with two hands on the steering wheel. I am a one-hander all the time. Back roads, freeway, doesn't matter. One hand. And I don't say that to brag, it just is what it is.
that. But if you put two hands on the wheel, you know it's
Yeah, if I've got two hands on the wheel, then they know to
stuff's happening.
probably time to shut up.
I think that probably 2 out of 5 of them have figured it out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the two youngest, they haven't got a clue. They're like, doo-doo-doo.
I was kind of thinking the 3 youngest.
Right, well, yeah, true.
Yeah. But that's okay. They'll get there.
Yeah. Oh, I love it out here.
Yeah.
I remember that time we were out here, and I'm not even sure how it happened. But I remember it was you and me, and I think it was that time that we had Maddie with us. Because we had stopped and we had played, and I wanted to keep going. And we were, like I said, I don't understand how it even happened, because like it was all fresh snow. Like, it was completely untouched. And I was getting a little bit nervous because I couldn't tell, like, it was so untouched. I couldn't tell exactly where the road was.
Oh yeah, and it was deep. We were
And it
getting
was
in pretty
deep.
deep. And I think this is where our snowman was.
Yeah. Still there.
It's still there. He
Well,
fell over.
Kind of, yeah.
He just sort of fell over.
Nice. He's kind of a snow corpse.
Well,
He's a snorps. But yeah, it's just bizarre because like I'm never the first one out here.
Yeah. Well, it must have just snowed.
Well, and I'm like, I don't remember what the circumstances was. If it was a day that they called school, so like everybody else just like had to go to work regular, and we were just out here pretty much by ourselves, or what?
It might have been on one of those days.
But yeah, I don't remember. I mean, obviously it wasn't in the middle of summer, like when we've got time off, but
might have been spring break though. We still have snow up here in spring break some years.
yeah, maybe.
Had a Jeep down that way.
Yeah, I do want to get one of those snatch ropes.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm probably gonna go poor man to begin with. You know, get I think Rhino makes one that's pretty good. I rewatched that video the other day on Project Farm.
Oh yeah, where he was comparing them.
Where he was stress testing them and testing their elasticity over a certain amount of pulls, and you know, just all this, just this rigorous testing. And I don't remember which ones perform better, but like for the price point, how I'm going to use it, and the frequency with which I'm going to use it, I think a Rhino will do me just fine.
Yeah.
I think that will be more than ample. So I think I'm probably just going to try to get up here to where the 4250 peels off.
Okay.
And then probably go ahead and turn around.
Yeah.
Just because it looks like it's trying to snow a little bit.
Well, and give it another 45 minutes and it's going to get dark real quick up here.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to get caught up here in a snow flurry and...
Yeah.
all that stuff. If I was younger and a little stupider, I might try to get up to Signal Peak in this, but I've
since learned that that's not always the best idea.
Yeah, you know, well, and that road's gotten awfully ruddy too. Oh yeah. Even if you point the camera right at him, it's not gonna.
He blends in so well.
Yeah.
Well, there's a couple more.
But yeah, the road up to Signal Peak has gotten pretty ruddy.
It has. Last time we were up there.
I mean, when we took the Jeep up there, when we took the Patriot up there was like 100 yards that I just drove in the ditch with the wheels turned up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, it'll climb out when it climbs out.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully this ditch doesn't get much deeper.
Yeah. We've officially moved out of it's not raining anymore. It is now snowing.
Yeah, it is snowing, and I don't know. There's probably, I don't even know how to gauge how much snow's on the road.
I would say
probably only a few inches, 4 to 6 maybe, packed down.
Packed down, I would say that. I would say that at there on the sides where it's really not touched much, I'd say there's probably 4 or 5 inches.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that rut right there, that's easily 6 or so inches right there. But that's off the road.
Yeah. Yeah, this isn't bad. That and getting up to Signal Peak is awfully steep.
Yeah.
The Jeep had a more aggressive all-terrain tire. This is I went with a fairly moderate AT with this.
In case you're younger and you're curious, when you're on the back roads and you come across another vehicle, you have to wave at the vehicle. It is a unwritten rule. All right. that was our adventure.
That's our adventure up to as far as I'm comfortable going in a car like this. Not that the car's not capable of it, but up much further than this. And yeah, go ahead and flip it. I'm sitting here talking to the camera. You probably have it pointed at me. Up much further than this, and I'm just getting in people's way. We just passed a Toyota that, I mean, he wasn't heavily modified, but I mean, just being four-wheel drive, having the mud tires, he's just so much more capable than me. There's only been one time that I've been out here, and Lori and I were out here. We came head-to-head with the Jeep Gladiator. Fortunately, he was a good sport about it, and you know, he was able to self-recover because I couldn't get up out of the rut to get out of his way. Mm-hmm. And he was having a hell of a time getting up out of the rut to get out of my way. But given the two rigs, I was in his way. But yeah, that's about as high up as I feel comfortable going right now. You know, we might, once we get some more, once I get a set of a little bit more aggressive tires for this, which isn't necessarily the nature of the build. I kind of like where it's at right now. I do want to, finish the rear suspension lift and put the adjustable giblets in it. So we can get keep the suspension geometry what it's supposed to be and everything as close to stock as we can, so we're not just eating up U-joints. But anyway, yeah. Thanks for riding with us. Short little snow trip. We're gonna take it real easy out of here and head her on home.
Till next time.
Peace out.